Preventing Compassion Fatigue workshop. When I say compassion fatigue, what comes to mind? Just shout it out.
Stress.
Stress. What else?
Sore muscles.
All kinds of muscles, emotional, mental.
Yeah, caring too much.
Caring too much.
Or
what else?
feeling like you're caring too much.
Caring and carry too much, right? What else?
Isolation.
Yes, isolation.
Tank.
Empty tank.
Guilt.
Guilt. But you have to realize that your emotional health, your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health matters first, actually, in your family, or you're going to burn out and be no good for anybody.
So how much time do we spend, just everybody, on past or future thoughts? So is it 5%? Raise your hand if you think that. 12%? 34%? Or 47%? All right. I did this with my students. I thought it was a little lower, so good job. So it's 47.9%. It's vital to practicing mindfulness and empowering yourself to be more present. When you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes again. Check back into yourself. There you are. Say hello. Hey. And we're going to start with just a few deep breaths, inhaling through our nose and exhaling out our mouth. And again, I want you to notice your anchor. I think you're going to have fun with this. Now I want you to take some time to scan through your day, starting with this morning. There might have been some rushing, especially with all of you having children with disabilities. I bet there was a little like, make sure you got this and that, but we're not going to look for that. The brain cannot think of negative or stress at the same time as positive. So we're going to restart and we're going to scan for positivity. Remember not to fight with your mind. Often when we first start sitting, or we haven't sat in a while, we get all like, oh, am I doing this right? Doing this and that? Welcome it, explore it, check it out, and then come back to the breath. Just notice what's going on right now in this moment.
So, don't be an asshole is about having a sense of humor, obviously, and it's about calling ourselves an asshole. For example, thinking that your worth is equal to your weight, like I woke up this morning and I was like, I look old, just like being an asshole to myself, right? That's being an asshole to yourself. It's not about calling other people an asshole, although let's be honest, sometimes they are. So are we. If you can look in the mirror with a straight face and say, I am never an asshole, you are lying. The IA, I want to introduce you to your IA, everyone has one. The IA is your inner asshole. So my goal is not to get the inner asshole to go away, because that really never happens, but to quiet it down. Your inner asshole, a lot of times, is the one giving you the shoulds. Yes, some rando on the internet, or your boss, or whatever, your mom, or your in-law, but a lot of times it's your own IA. What I want you to do is just try to move your pen until I say stop. Right? So it's really like stream of consciousness. Okay? I want you to write down all the shoulds you can think of, that you've been told, that you've told yourself, that you imagine people are saying about you. Write down as fast as you can, all your shoulds. Why I love what I do so much, one of the many reasons, is it doesn't fit inside a box. It does not fit inside of a box. So I've learned how to listen in other ways. And how cool is that? So hopefully that inspires you on some level, that you get to do whatever you want. You get to do what you want to do that doesn't fit inside of a box, especially when you're a mom and a kid with special needs, especially then. Unshould ourselves.
You forgive yourself for the should haves or should be's that come into your mind when you take time for yourself. And that's super important, because I think especially when we are parents of children, period, let alone children with special needs, so many times there's just that long list of the things that we should be doing instead of caring for ourselves. Okay, so it's making sure that you forgive yourself for doing something for yourself.
You in the long term get through the whole process, but every once in a while we need that Big Mac, or every once in a while you need that cocktail or that beer, whatever it may be. So recognizing that sometimes it's okay for that drive-through. All right, and I think that's the hard part of recognizing that, whether it's something extremely powerful and healthy, or something that normally you would kind of be like, I don't know, I'm telling anybody I just had a Big Mac today. But recognizing that sometimes we need that, and that oftentimes it's something we feel is selfish, oh, it's too focused on me, I have so many other things going on. But I really love the differentiation and knowing the two, because a lot of times myself or clients will get lost in the self-comfort. And then we start to, well, that's me and I need to do this for me, and say, okay, that's good. You do need to recognize what's for you, but we also need to recognize what is going to help me in the long run, what's going to help me sustain this kind of life and this kind of interaction with the people I love, and what is something I just need momentarily right now.
We tend to think in like all or nothing, and it doesn't really have to be like that. It doesn't mean I'm going to get up every day and do a morning practice like Tina. It's not all or nothing. I mean, if it's like once this week, I'm going to sit still for 5 minutes and take deep breaths and close my eyes. Maybe you light a candle, maybe you've got nature melodies from the Calm app that I love, playing in the background. And that is the one and only step that you do this week. So think of it in bite-sized chunks.
So how long did it take? That's why I wanted to share that I didn't even know it was making a difference. Mm-hmm. But what I realized is just the act for me of 5 minutes earlier was, in my mind, I knew I was making an effort just for me. Not for anybody else, but I couldn't stand anymore who I was.
So know also your danger zones, and there's certain days if something comes up, I got in a fight with my husband, whatever, it's like I now know I'm in the danger zone. So it'd even be a good idea, while you're fresh on this self-care, go home and what's my danger zone, and have an emergency plan. So where do you feel it? Okay, I feel sweaty in my hands. Stop, breathe. Get off the phone, turn on music. Knowing your body's cues are really, really helpful, and you won't do it at first. Just start really being curious and investigating. Where do I feel this shit? My cute little student, I love to say this, I said, where do you feel anger? And he said, I clenched my buttocks. And I said, that's so true, because a lot of people clench up, right?
So it's constant. So there is no solution, I guess is the point.
It's not a
We
cure.
are a work in progress of all of us. And whether it's 5 minutes once a week, and you don't see any benefit, but you just do it as a gift to you, just silence. That's why there's great apps, there's sound, there's rivers, just to be distracted. That's all I was looking for. 5 minutes of distraction from my thinking. That's how it originally started. That's all I wanted, is a break from my own attacking. Please reach out to us. We are here for you, all of us in this community. And we're going to continue to do these wonderful things to support moms.